So let's set the scene. The four of you are a group of adventurers who have been traveling together for a while. You have stopped at a local, decently sized town on your travels just to get a good night's rest and have a safe place to rest your head. It is the following day. It is about midday. You guys have all gathered in the tavern for lunch and to enjoy yourselves. And kind of discuss what you guys are doing for your next adventure. The tavern is thriving. There's a decent amount of people drinking and eating. It is a weekend, so it's nice and relaxed, and everyone's in high spirits.
Oh, so we're just at the tavern chilling.
Right now, you're just at the tavern chilling.
DM, it still says Alistair below me.
That's weird. I definitely shifted it, and then it didn't work, apparently.
Wait.
I must have hit cancel instead of okay. Now it says the right thing.
Hey.
All right. But yes, the four of you are at the tavern.
Wait, you guys see characters?
I don't.
It is on stream.
Yeah, I just adjusted the names underneath your under your faces. So what are you guys doing?
I assume we're all playing a drinking game. Because why wouldn't we be?
I am sitting at the table with all of them, but I have my hand on a stein, but I'm leaning back and sleeping. Snoring very loudly.
For each other's benefit and also for the benefit of the audience, do we want to describe who each person is playing today?
Yeah.
Sure.
If we're going in alphabetical, I believe Ashwin starts.
Cool. I'm Ashwin. I'm a variant human monk. Yeah. I don't know what all you want.
What do you look like?
Is there a good way to describe that? I look like I'm dressed a little bit noble, but everything's slightly baggy.
So you're Aladdin.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ashwin. I'm Aladdin.
Another A.
Atlas, your turn.
Atlas is literally dressed in, you can't ever see what she's dressed because she just has like a long red cloak on always. She's got like olive skin, amber eyes, and she just talks in a completely monotone and dead voice all the time.
Oh no.
But yeah, she's an interesting character. She seems sketchy, but she's probably not. Who knows?
Which brings us to Granny.
Oh, hi. I'm a 5-6 foot tall turtle, old lady. Very, very, very old turtle, and my name is Granny. And that's, yeah.
What class are you? Also, we'll have to ask Atlas that too, but
I'm a life cleric.
Atlas?
She's most definitely a rogue.
Okay.
Assuredly, probably.
And then Leaf.
Leaf, yeah, your local barbarian. 6 foot tall human. I've got like an ash gray hair with a thick beard that I've definitely trimmed by myself with an axe.
Oh.
So it doesn't look sharp. I'm wearing a smattering of clothes that I've paid for with the 5-finger discount. And every accoutrement you see on me is definitely belonging to someone who looks like they have more money than I have.
That's awesome. Also, Atlas, you human?
Yes, Atlas is a human. Probably the only notable thing about her is the fact that she just has a lot of shit. Like a lot of their backpack just has a lot of stuff on it, like shovels and like random knickknacks and stuff like that.
I love the fact that we have 3 humans and an old turtle.
I mean, how do we know Granny's really old?
Probably the
She could be
wrinkles
rich.
on the turtle's neck.
She could be young in turtle years. We don't know.
I mean, most of my family died at 50, and I'm 49. But that's, I feel really young. Fine.
All right, so you guys are all drinking. What are you guys talking about? Anything? You guys playing other than what drinking game are you playing? Go ahead.
The drinking game we're playing is keep giving Leaf more drinks. It's a really fun one.
Leaf, you want another round? It's on me.
Well, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
All right. I'll go up and get 4 more rounds.
All right.
Leaf is a tank. Tank of a human.
You go up and you pay the bartender and come back and set down the 4 tankards.
Wait, so Leaf, what was your old record of how many drinks you could do?
I think it was 79.
You think you can beat it tonight or no?
Oh, yeah.
All
Give it to me.
Well, here you go. Here's your round.
All right. 1. And I'll take the second one. 17.
Hey, I don't think that's how you count.
You cheated your games, I'll cheat at mine. I'll drink
No, I
third one.
don't. No, I don't
37.
cheat. I've literally never been caught cheating before, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, never been caught cheating? So you have cheated?
I didn't say that.
I feel like not saying it kind of implies it.
You've never been caught cheating, then why does all my money disappear when we play games?
It's because you lose the bets.
That doesn't sound like me.
Well, we'll see if you can finish your drinks.
All right. Where's the 4th one?
You already took it.
Oh. Well, I guess it's my turn to get the round. Granny?
Hey, did I miss it? Is it already over?
We're about to beat the record.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Only
give me
75
some
more
water?
drinks to go.
Oh,
Go
God.
stumble up to the bar.
What can I get you for?
I'm doing the challenge. I need at least 3 more ales.
All right, I'll put it on your tab. 3 more ales. Doosh, doosh, doosh.
I really thought you were going to say 75.
As the ales are being poured, you feel somebody kind of nudge you in the arm, and you look over, and there's this hooded figure chilling at the bar. Hey there. You look like a tough motherfucker. Might I interest you in some fine jewelry? And he pulls back his cloak and reveals what is hanging from his hand. He has this gold chain necklace that is beset with teeth of various creatures set into the side of it, and then this bright gemstone hanging from the bottom. That's a deep green emerald, kind of embossed, and some of the teeth seem to like almost come out as like a maw around the gem, like biting down on it in place. This seems like it goes with your aesthetic.
Oh, wow. I'm going to put my face in like deep into his shirt to inspect it. Like this close.
He kind of like leans back a little bit, slightly uncomfortable. Hey, hands off the merchandise. You gotta pay for that shit.
I just had to make sure all the things were real.
I can assure you they're real. Take a bite. And he He like holds it out for like he's still gripping it, but he like allows you. He's worked with barbarians before.
Do I have a coin? Yeah, of course I do. Oh,
Where did
Almost
Leaf
broke my tooth.
go?
I think that's real.
Oh God.
right. So what do you need for it?
It'll be 50 gold.
I'm gonna grab him by his collar and pick him up. How about less, friend?
Whoa, hey. I can see you're enterprising man. 35.
Someone's looked at my inventory.
Oh, did you? I haven't. What do you have?
Yeah, 35 gold.
Oh my God! I haven't looked. I swear. That's completely. I was like, what's a reasonable discount? 15.
It's so funny. So,
How about
but only
all
because it
of your
matches
money?
my eyes.
He like hands it over, and you hand him the gold. Pleasure doing business with you, friend. And he like puts his hood back down and slides one of the coins over and to the bartender, and she pours him another ale, and she sets down your 3.
I'm gonna triple fist him right there at the bar.
Okay.
Just, I don't care if it spills. You know, that's a
It's all
casualty
over
of the
you.
challenge. Yeah,
It's all over you.
I'm gonna put the necklace on and run back to the crew.
All right.
Leaf, was that 3 more I saw?
By my count, it was 40, but yeah. But look at this. I'll put on. Look at this necklace I just got.
The minute he says the word necklace, poof, he pops over the next table.
What was
Uh, Leaf, we're over here.
that? Atlas?
Yeah, what's going on?
Did you just do more of your tomfoolery on me?
Why? What happened?
I was over there, and now I'm over here.
I've literally never done that to you before.
But you would, wouldn't you?
I mean, if I could, maybe it's like a joke, but like I didn't. So
God damn it, Atlas. Just because you want this necklace.
What
He
is
says the word
Oh.
necklace again, and poof, he's no longer in the room. Leaf, you find yourself suddenly surrounded by wood, and you realize that you are in the outhouse.
Atlas!
You guys hear a muffled, angry yell from outside.
Leaf? I'm gonna run outside.
Atlas like saunters off after that.
As you-
Leaf!
As you guys run out, you hear Atlas like yelling in frustration and like banging on the walls in the outhouse outside of the tavern. But you also, as the sounds of the tavern fade away, you hear a scream and you see a woman running down the street calling for help.
Well, we'll deal with that later.
Leaf, stop playing around. We gotta go.
You mind if I take a look at that leaf, by the way?
Oh, you don't get to touch this.
I'm just saying it looks extremely valuable, and
Oh, it is. I paid 700 gold for it.
700 gold?
That's all I had left.
Huh.
Leaf, you had 700 gold?
Ish.
I was sleeping on the streets for 3 years before I found you guys. How did you get 700 gold?
When I found it off of someone who was sleeping in the streets.
Check
no,
all of my
I'm-
pockets.
Now that I'm thinking about it, if we do need extra money, I think I heard a woman screaming in the streets. You want to go check that out?
Yeah, because it was
What?
definitely not me. So yeah, let's go look at that.
Oh,
So you guys look over and
Yeah.
there's this woman who's covered in dirt, and she's running down the streets calling for help. As you guys approach, she sees you and she runs up and she Leaf's I would say the biggest. So she comes up and she grabs Leaf by the shirt. Help, please, please! They killed all of the guards.
Wait 1 second. We can definitely help, but we just need to make sure that we get compensated before we like rush off to anything.
I don't.
I have to get permission from Granny.
Oh, what is it, dear? You need something from me? I have some candy.
No, I don't need candy. They killed all of the guards.
Yeah, she said everyone's dead, so.
Everyone
help?
fled?
Here, please.
Yeah, this life. They fled this life, Granny.
Oh, okay.
Can we help?
Oh, yeah, I suppose. You look a little bit disheveled, dear.
I'd say so, yeah.
Well, could you please just, and Atlas will like hand out like a piece of parchment. Just put down your signature here, and we'll go right on over.
What? You want me to sign a contract?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like time is of the essence, so I probably wouldn't waste too much time.
Roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Fuck.
This woman just watched a bunch of people get murdered, and you're like, here, just sign this contract. Okay. She's like, I'm not gonna sign a contract. And she turns. She's like, I'm gonna find somebody else. And she turns to run.
No, wait. What do you need help with?
She turns. I work at the local graveyard. There was a service for a member of the town guard. All of the town guard was there, and all of a sudden this giant drill burst from the ground and ground a bunch of the guards into nothing. And then before I knew it, the doors were open and there were these giant machines walking out and hacking away at all the guards. I managed to hide behind a mausoleum, but they killed all of the guards. There's no one left to protect the city.
Oh, we'll
So what
protect
I'm
you, dear.
What?
I said, we'll protect you, dear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
then Leaf, what were you gonna say?
But what I'm hearing is people died in the graveyard.
Yes, a lot of people.
Isn't that where they're supposed to go?
Well, yes, but the machines are coming from the graveyard. They're gonna take the whole city.
Well, we'll go and check it out.
You know what, Leaf? These machines could actually be sold for some pretty good price. Maybe get 700
Done.
more gold.
I'm
and
done.
buy
I can
some
get a second
necklaces.
necklace.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Let's go.
the second Leaf speaks, he goes all the way down the street.
Oh, Leaf's already halfway there.
That necklace is really cool. Come on, Granny. And like Atlas will help Granny walk down the street.
I got it. You know I can do this on my own.
I know you can, but it's just a little easier when you have help.
Oh,
Plus, I also don't
you
want to walk
need
very
help.
fast either. So it's
Calling
kinda nice
me
to have
slow? Suppose so.
All right, so you guys start making your way in the general direction that the woman came from, to her confusion. But as you guys are traveling down the street, at a certain point you come around a corner and you see that there is a group of machines that have set up a barricade down the road from where you are.
Machines, you say?
Yes. 4 of them bear shields and have basically gotten down on a knee and are proffering shields. One of them seems to be positioned with its arms at 90-degree angles, aiming over the shields, and the other one seems to be swiveling around.
So when you say we can sell these, do they need to be together?
Oh, definitely not.
I hear the price for scrap metal is pretty high these days.
Yeah. Like, you can kind of just do whatever you want to them. and we'll figure out the rest.
I'll equip my shield.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Granny, count me down.
What? Wait. Count you down. 3, 2, 1.
And then I will scream like this. And then,
Look at him go. So proud of that boy.
and let's see. Yeah, maybe here. And then I will. Did they see me?
At this point, with you screaming and running down the road, yes. So we'll say, from here, everyone will roll initiative, and you'll get one surprise round. Let me.
Natural 20.
Initiative request. Leaf got a nat 20. What's your dex?
12.
Thank you.
Mine was
Did your
15.
one-shot character roll higher?
I'm telling you, it's you roll based on your character. That's just what it is.
You rolled a what? You rolled a 15?
Yeah, I accidentally clicked it after I rolled.
Okay.
Also, I'm still questioning. Y'all really don't know my real name.
That's weird. Let me fix that.
It's just been so long. We've just been calling you Granny.
Well, that's what I told you guys to call me. It's good.
All right. And then Atlas, what did you get?
14.
14.
I don't know why it says.
And then boop, boop.
I don't know why it doesn't have my name, but
I fixed it, I think. Did it not?
nope.
Oh, here. I will.
In the combat tracker, it does. But in
Yeah,
the
I should be
text
able to
box,
fix
it's
it. Hold on. It's what ended up being when I set up the characters. For some reason, it didn't update that.
It's all good. All good in the hood.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. That should fix it. All right. So
Quick question.
nope, that didn't fix it either. Whatever. Yes.
There are multiple different quarterstaffs that I didn't know which one to add. There's like 1 + 1 + 2 + 3. Does it matter?
It shouldn't.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. That was my only question.
I don't know why it's not updating that, but oh well. Anyway,
No.
first up in the
awesome.
combat
Yeah.
is Ashwin.
Ew. Okay, so I'm gonna move 35, 40.
Mm-hmm.
And then pop.
All right. Go for it.
Okay, 14 to hit.
A 14 does not hit.
Okay. Natural 20 for 27.
That'll hit. And crit.
Cool. So that's 9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning.
And can you roll me a strength saving throw?
I can. Hold on 1 second. I hit the wrong thing. You notice that as your fist impacts, it does not hit with as much force as you would think. On a strength saving throw. 15.
Okay. You only move 5 feet away from me.
Boop.
And let's see, where is bonus action?
Also, just for your guys' knowledge, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Wait. Hold on, I need to check one thing. I might have put one thing wrong. Let me just double check. But continue. You keep talking. I'll double check something real quick.
Okay. Honestly, can I take that back and not push you 5 feet away from me?
Yes, you can.
If you're cool with that. Cool. I'm gonna go and do flurry of blows and
Got it.
attack you twice more. 22 to hit.
A 22 will hit.
Okay. It's 9 bludgeoning.
Okay. Same thing.
Let's see, and you rolled. Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. $16.
Shit. Okay. And then another 22 to hit
22 will hit.
for 8 bludgeoning damage. And I'm going to steal your reaction. So this guy in front of me has no reactions.
All right. So, clarifying units, because I realized I accidentally had one thing. So the one in front of you, this one has a shield. This one has a shield. These two have hammers,
Oh.
and this one has a gun. Is 90 degrees, and this one's this one. That's on my bad. But anyway, that brings us to Leaf's turn.
I'm gonna lumber over.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action rage.
Uh-huh.
+2 melee damage. Okay. I'm gonna take 2 swings with this here battle axe.
Do it.
First is a 15 to hit.
A 15 will not hit as it
Okay.
slides off of the metallic armor of this thing.
And the second one I rolled a 9.
So shink shink. Both of them gain no purchase.
Drop your shield.
Which brings us to the gunner, who is going to multi-attack. And you watch as it turns and starts firing arrows in the two of you's direction. It's going to fire one at Ashwin and one at Leaf. For Ashwin, a 9 does not hit, I presume. For Leaf,
Nope.
a 16.
Hits.
For a total of 6 piercing damage.
Reduced to half.
Which brings us to this hammerer, who is going to step forward 5, 10, 15, and is going to start spinning its hammer at wild speeds. You're going to watch as it takes 3 swings at Leaf. The first is going to be an 18 to hit.
Hits.
For 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Then a 7 does not hit, as Leaf manages to swing his battle axe up and catch the hammer mid-blow, but the automaton actually swings rotates the hammer back around and tries to go underneath for one more swing. And Leaf, caught off guard, watches as the hammer comes up and slams him in the jaw, dealing 7 bludgeoning damage. Which brings us to Granny.
Yay! Okay. Do that. I go right there. I go here. And this one's the one that hit him.
I think you could actually get here was where you measured to. One square up. There you go.
This one and this one have hit me. But I'm raging. I take half damage.
Well,
from
so
these
actually,
chumps.
the gunner hit you with the bolt, and then the hammer.
Well, oh, he hasn't gone
Could
yet.
I?
Okay.
Ooh.
Nick, it is your job to remind me I have Sentinel.
Can I hit this far back one without hitting the one in front? Like, I want to hit this one.
What are you trying to do?
Sacred Flame.
Yes, absolutely. Think of
Okay,
Sacred Flame as a sky beam and just erupts.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta do the flippin' annoying thing. Oh, I don't have to roll to hit?
No, it's a wisdom save, I believe, right?
What?
It's a dex save.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Or
dex
take one.
save.
Yeah. So 19.
Lucky roll.
Yeah, fuck them. So then I missed, right?
Correct.
Takes no damage.
Takes no damage.
Okay. And then I have spiritual weapon in the bonus action section, but is it only that I can move it as a bonus action, but it's an action to...
So when you
Anyone
cast it, you have a range. I think it's like 20 feet, right?
It says 6. Oh, up to 20 feet. Yeah. Sorry. I was looking at the regular range.
And then the next turn, you'll be able to move and attack with it, I think. If you're not within 20 feet, something now.
Right. But my question is, though, is creating it an action or a bonus action? Because
Bonus
moving it... Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna try that. We're gonna create a weapon. A floating weapon. But I don't think I can attack on my turn, you said, right?
No, you can.
Oh.
Do you have
When
something
cast
that...
a spell, you can make a
yeah.
melee. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature
Yes.
within 5 feet of the weapon.
So I think that should be within distance, right? Right here.
Yeah, I think so.
But she can't do spiritual weapon this turn because she did Sacred Flame, right?
Well, it's a leveled spell.
No,
and
she
a
can.
cantrip.
It's a bonus action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
it's a bonus action. Got it.
Yep. Spiritual weapon's great.
Yeah.
Then even better. All right, so you
Cool.
summon. We'll do the floating sword.
Yeah.
This
What
is
is
the
it
best.
actually?
This is the
What's
most
yours?
useful token I've ever added into our campaigns. All right.
So,
Yes.
apple pie.
What's your spiritual weapon look like?
Like a fishing pole.
Oh my god.
Does a 25 hit?
At 25 does hit.
Okay.
Does the fishing pole actually whack
Still
him,
5
or is it
damage.
just-
All right.
Oh yeah. The fishing pole will just whack him on the head or whatever.
Okay.
You watch as
Like a
the
rolled
fishing
up
pole whacks
newspaper.
him on the head, and it actually slightly dents the metal. It's the most damage any of them has taken so far. It kind of turns and locks eyes on the turtle. You see just this kind of burning, furnace green energy underneath the mask. Is that your turn?
You stay away from my leaf. And that's my turn.
Atlas.
I'll use bonus action, steady aim to give myself advantage. I'm just gonna attack the one right above Leaf with a light crossbow. Oh, natural 20.
Cool.
That's
Love that for a rogue.
love that for us. That's 2d8s and 66, I think. Yeah. That is 29 plus 4.
So 33.
33. To the one above Leaf, and that's it.
So you fire, and the bolt fully pierces through the metal armor of this hammerer. You watch as fire is now spewing out where the bolt is impacted. It's still standing.
Hey, that's not fair. That's my turn. I can't move.
Which brings us to this shield bearer, who is 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oof.
And is going to slam its shield twice into Leaf, or attempt to. That is an 18 to hit.
Lower than it. Roll lower. Yeah, it hits.
For a whopping 3 damage of
Halved. Sucker.
and then it goes for the second one.
Woo,
And
miss.
these two are almost like piston movements, just like toosh toosh. That misses.
Yeah.
All right, so the first one toosh kind of like hits you, and then you kind of take a half step back, and the second one moves so quickly that it doesn't adjust for the distance, and it just like whiffs right where you just were. That'll be its turn, which brings us to this hammerer, who is going to 5, 10, 15, and start. Its hammer starts spinning, and it comes after Ashwin.
Let's do it.
First attack is probably gonna miss as an 8.
Yes. And can I sentinel that?
Sentinel reminder.
Yes.
Cool. Actions. Trip. It's a 13.
A 13 will not hit. All right. So the hammer comes swinging. Ashwin manages to sidestep as it swipes twice at him. Tries to get a punch in, but sees the hammer coming back around and is ducking and weaving. It takes one last swing. There's an 18 hit.
It does. Oh no.
For a total of 11 bludgeoning.
Ugh. Oh, shit. Got it.
So, 11 bludgeoning, which brings us to the shield bearer that is standing next to Ashwin is going to try and get in on the action.
That's not what
2 melees from it. A unnatural 20 to hit
Yep.
and a 21 to hit.
Yep.
So as you get
Oh, no.
slammed by the hammer, the shield comes in from the side and 2 piston hits. Toosh, toosh. It's gonna make me. Oh, I can just do damage. Cool. Oh, really? Okay, well, ignore this. But there's the damage. So
Guess what it hits?
I mean, it would have hit anyway. So that's a total of 15 damage of bludgeoning. It goes, toosh, toosh. These two shields come slamming into your side. You're
Take
starting to
out
get a
half my
little
health, why
dizzy.
don't ya?
This scout has turned and is now going to try and take. Actually, Nah, it's just gonna go for it. It's gonna make 2 slams as well. To the one within reach, which is Ashwin. First one's gonna miss. And you can see that this one actually has little tiny blades attached to its hands that it's trying to swing. But
Dodge both of them.
you, in your staggered states, you get your bearings and see the one walking at you and manage to sidestep out of the way. Which brings us back to Ashwin. You're
Okay.
practically surrounded with Leaf at your back.
Oh, time to get him back. Okay, through the line. This one first.
All right.
Okay, 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. 6 bludgeoning.
All right.
And then let me check the wording on something real quick. Okay. And so that's just it for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's do next one, this one.
All right.
Okay, 16 to hit.
16 will not hit.
Okay. Key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
This guy.
Uh-huh.
22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay, that's 6 bludgeoning.
Got it.
And can I get a dex saving throw from him?
Yes. $17.
He succeeds. All right, next guy. This guy.
They're rolling high on their saves. All right.
Yeah, they are.
This one, you said?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Where's flurry of blows?
I do
damage?
love the
There it
fact that it has the creaking and the music of the machine.
Yeah.
is. 5 bludgeoning.
5 bludgeoning.
And I need a constitution saving throw.
Got it. Six.
Let's go, you're stunned.
All right, this one is stunned.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This one's getting fucked. You watch as like you hit it and you manage to cinch 2 pieces of metal together and the hammer like grinding against its gear.
Get it, Leaf.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. You do notice as you do your blows in the circle around you that your fists hitting with the metal, you're creating small impacts, but you feel like your hands are not impacting with the same force that it would for flesh and bone. Leaf.
Yep, problem of the monks.
I'll attack the stunned one. I think I get advantage.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
Rah. Neat. 19.
19 will hit.
Okay. He takes 5 bludgeoning damage
Uh-huh.
and 3 radiant with divine fury.
All right.
Is he still up?
He is still up. But you watch as like, so you embed your axe into him and like you widen the gash caused by the bolt. Flame is spilling out and it's starting to like, to glitch and malfunction, but still standing.
Ah! Right, another one. Oh, well, that's super cocked. 24. Yep, 24
That'll hit.
for 8 bludgeoning.
That is enough. You watch as you swing again and
Oh, I'm sorry, slashing if that matter.
that's fine. It impacts and the gears give way. It goes clattering to the ground in pieces as this one is removed.
I'm gonna do something dumb. I'm gonna walk over here. If he wants to hit me, hit me.
Oh, this one, right?
Yeah.
Attack of opportunity.
Miss.
It completely misses. In fact, it's so caught off guard that you're gonna walk right by it. It pistons out, loses its balance, and it's prone.
I'm gonna hide behind the shield as I'm walking past him,
All right.
as if that helped at all. Like he can't see me. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Oh, I didn't mark the prone. Prone. Be prone.
Mhm.
All right. The gunner is positioned and aims both bolts immediately at Leaf at close range. That's probably not going to hit.
Nope.
That probably will.
Yep.
8 piercing as a bolt shink
Question.
lands right in your clavicle. Yeah.
Is he rolling these at disadvantage? Because he should be.
Oh, for that range.
Ranged within 5 feet.
Oh, he's
He's-
within. Well, he's within 10 feet.
Yeah, he's a little further away.
Okay. I thought it was
He's this
another
guy in
one.
the back.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's the gunner. He's gonna fire 2 bolts, and then he is going to create a little bit of space. Which brings us to this hammerer, who is going to do exactly what he did last time.
Miss every shot.
Oh wait. Hold on 1 second. That shield bearer. This shield bearer. Okay, yeah. Go. It is this hammer. He is going to just keep swinging. Uh, 18 to hit.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
For a whopping 3 damage. You're managing to get the flow of the attacks at this point. Oh, I didn't mean to do multi-attack again, but that's fine.
Oops. Sorry.
You're managing to get the flow of the attacks, or at least so you think, until wham! A 24 comes
Oof.
slamming in.
Silvery barbs.
All right, silvery barbs. Re-rolling the
Thank you.
attack. So the first one glances you, the second one's coming to hit you straight on, and then whoosh, these silvery, thorny barbs come reaching over and pull the hammer out of the way, and you look over and see Granny holding onto the other end of the thread.
You're the best, Granny.
Ew.
Who are you giving advantage?
We'll give it to Ashwin.
Yes.
And then she goes, "I got you," and holds out her hand, and this silvery energy coats you. It still has one more swing, and thrown off by the swivel, tries to adjust, but an 11 is not enough. And its hammer is gaining speed, but not able to make any connections. Which brings us to Granny.
Yay! Okay. All right. As an action, I'm going to first do Sacred Flame, which I need to have my character sheet open apparently to do. Standard roll.
To which one?
Oh, this one right here.
Got it. He's prone, so. Oh, when you're prone, do
Oh,
you
okay.
auto fail dex saves? Is that a thing, or am I crazy?
No, I don't think.
I
don't
don't
think it
Dex
is.
know.
saves, prone. You have just. I feel like Does not inflict disadvantage to dex saves. No. Okay.
That's
I
lame.
feel like that's a house rule I've heard before. But
Maybe that's
no, I
why.
don't think it's actually the case.
All right.
Strain, do you auto fail?
That's for like incapacitated or stunned or one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13, so it does
Yay.
not save.
Cool.
A total of 7 radiant damage as from the ground underneath, fire bursts forth underneath this shield bearer.
Cool. And then as a bonus action, wait, where is it? I'm gonna do healing word on Ashwin.
Cool.
How do I make it do the?
So if you click on the spell, it'll show up
Uh-huh.
in chat, and then you click the heal, the like roll healing or whatever. Same as you did with Sacred Flame.
It won't because I'm trying. I'm doing it from my character sheet and it's not doing it.
Hit the dice on the spell, I think. Here, let me.
Ah, thank you. Now I understand. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's supposed to be 2d4s. I think.
You did it first level. Or is it doubled because of your thing?
What thing? Which thing?
What do you mean it's 2d4s? What are you getting?
Never mind. I thought it was something else. Then we're good.
So you get
Yes.
1. So it's 4 plus 4. Which is your spellcasting ability modifier is 4, right? And then you also get the bonus, which was 2 plus what? For the Disciple of
bonus-
Life stuff?
You're a life cleric. That's right.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
It
Where
is-
is that at? 2 plus the spell's level, so 3.
So it's 11 total.
Damn.
Oh, you
You're the best, Granny.
Woo!
Atlas, it's your turn.
I'll use steady aim and I'll hit the same guy that's oh wait, no, he's prone.
yeah,
He is prone.
That's a bummer.
I'll still use steady aim and I'll hit him anyway.
Okay.
Wait, what's so wrong with hitting him when he's prone?
You have disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Oh, on right. Oh, interesting.
So it's just a straight roll for him.
9 plus 6 is 15 hit.
A 15 does not hit.
That's bad. That's my turn.
All right, which brings us to the prone shield bearer. He's going to use half of his movement to stand up. And then he is going to spend another 5 to move up to Leaf and try and make up for his first mistake.
How did you see me?
20.
Yeah.
And then 6 points of bludgeoning.
Cool. Dude, I love rage, honestly. Getting to
It's
half
so
all these
strong.
feels good.
Yeah, right. Barbarians are great.
13 does not hit, I presume?
Nope, with the shield, it is not.
All
I'm
right.
gonna bonk him in the face. No.
All right, which brings us to Oh, I see what happened. The other hammer got mixed up. That's fine. Which brings us to this shield bearer that's behind Leaf and is still focused on Ashwin. Gonna try for 2. Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Does
Sentinel.
a... Okay,
No,
Sentinel.
fuck your multi-attack. Let's see if I hit you.
Well, neither of them are gonna hit anyway.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have hit you anyway.
All right, so it pistons. You try and hit over
you
the
have to
shield.
roll
It
that at
pistons
advantage.
back.
Oh,
Oh, you do have to roll that at advantage. So roll again.
Yeah.
15.
Nope, still nothing. Which brings us to the scout. Hold on real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why. So Cool. This scout is going to continue trying to lay into Ashwin with its little blades. Nothing.
Nope.
Something.
Yep.
Nothing. 3 punching it. All right, which brings us back to Ashwin. You are still surrounded, but Leaf has left your
Yes.
back. And there's an opening now.
Man, do I want to take attacks of opportunity here? Not really. You know what? One punch into this guy.
Cool.
That's a natural 20 for 27.
All right.
Okay, so with Crusher, when you roll a critical, which I didn't do the first time and I should have, when you score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage to a creature, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn.
Cool. So this
So
one,
anybody would have advantage on this guy.
I will mark him as, we'll just say, we'll do that.
Okay. Also, can you roll me, I think it's strength saving throw.
I can.
Please roll low. Please.
Wow.
You did. He instantly goes flying 20 feet back.
Doosh,
my
doosh. So you watch as Ashwin winds up and flat palms this dude, and he just goes whoosh across the street into the side of a building, and is kind of like impacted into the side, and everyone has advantage on that one. And what's the damage?
Good point. I haven't even rolled that yet. That was just all the cool stuff it did. 12.
12
12
damage.
bludgeoning.
Also, your unarms are still considered non-magical, or are they magical?
They are not magical.
That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Is that your turn, or do you have more?
No, I've got more. But I'm going to move away, and this guy would technically get an attack.
Yes,
of
he
opportunity.
will.
Roll low, please. Please. You
That
did
is not
You hit me.
for 7 bludgeoning.
Okay. And then strike on this guy
Mm-hmm.
for 16.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
All right, 16 does not hit.
Okay. How are my key points looking? Fury blows.
Flurry of blows.
That's a nat 1.
All right. Roll me the second one, and we'll see what happens.
25.
All right. So let's do this. So the first one, you swing in, and as you try and get around this thing, it actually turns the shield and pins your hand in between the shield and its arm.
Okay.
You manage to punch it with the other hand. We'll say for intents and purposes right now, you are grappled for this turn.
Got you. Can I lay stunning strike into that second one?
Yes, you
As
can.
a last ditch effort. Stunning strike is a Constitution saving throw.
On save. 15.
You save. You just saved.
Oh,
All right, so you are currently grappled by the shield bearer, which brings us to Leaf.
I'll turn. I'll just shout to Granny. Ashwood doesn't look so good. And I'll turn to this one on the left and, while hitting him, let him go.
All right.
22.
That'll hit.
Okay. Takes 8 Slashing and 7 radiant.
All right.
Divine Fury.
Cool.
And I'll hit him again.
And is the slashing considered magical or non-magical because of Divine Fury?
I don't think we had an option for magical items, so...
Cool. I just wasn't sure
Yeah.
if the Divine Fury made it magical. But cool.
Let's see. I just channel radiant energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it says. Okay, second attack. 24 to hit
That'll also hit.
for 11 slashing.
Cool.
That's it.
Is still standing, but as you cleave into this thing, you start to expose gears and fire and steam start spraying. It's definitely struggle busting. All right, which brings us to the gunner, who is going to have 2 clean shots at Leaf. I presume that does not hit with a 12.
Does not hit.
And that will not hit either. Which brings us to Granny.
Okay.
You do still have your spiritual weapon as well.
Yeah. Which is a bonus action. And it can get advantage, right? If it goes on the other side of
Yes, it can.
this guy.
Actually, it could get advantage right here too because of Leaf.
Okay, then I'm gonna move that. I'll do my bonus action first then, because I know exactly what I want to do other than I can't move. Oh,
I got it.
there. Thank you. Struggling. Okay.
Did any of those attacks weaken the construct's grip on Ashwin?
Not because of the fact that none of them were over. Well, we'll say one kind of as it's starting to like it's gears and fire starting to spray. It does seem like it's struggling, but right now it's still holding on. Well, that is enough. Until the fishing rod comes, winds up like a baseball bat, swings over and knocks the head clean off of the shield bearer, who then just collapses in pieces.
Love it. Cool.
Ashwin is no longer grappled.
That's good. Can I can only Misty Step myself?
Correct.
Okay.
It is self.
Okay. I'm fine. I'm gonna go. I don't know how many spells. Do you regain some spells when you do a short rest?
No, only
Not for
warlock.
cleric.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'll do how many second level spells? I'm gonna do a second level cure wounds.
Cool.
Hmm.
So it'll be plus 2
4.
plus 2 is 4. So
I think plus 8 at the end of it, right?
God damn.
so
Wow.
22 total.
22 total. Yeah.
Hell yeah. You should be good.
Doubled his life.
Oh,
Yeah, it did.
feel much better.
I don't remember exactly where I moved from. Was it here?
I think it was here.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just move. Well, I bet. I don't want the ruler. I think. Here. We'll try it. We're good.
Sounds good. Which brings us to Atlas.
Let's go.
Cool.
I'm gonna shoot the one next to Leaf. I have 80 range.
All
And then
right.
use the game again for advantage.
80 brain.
21 hit.
That will hit.
9, 11, 15 plus 4. 19 damage. It's the
19
one
damage.
below leaf.
All right. Once again, impacts into the chest of the. Actually, like pierces through the chest of the shield, into the chest of the. Through the shield into the chest of the shield bearer, and fire starts spewing. It does manage to remove the bolt, and its shield is still intact, but it's now spewing fire from its front.
Gotcha. That's my turn.
Which brings us to said shield bearer, who has been focused on Ashwin, is gonna continue to focus on Ashwin. 2 slam attacks. First one's gonna miss. Second one is going to also miss. Which brings us to this hammerer, who is going to step out 5, 10, 15. Well, that'd be 20 technically, but either way. And it's going to start swinging at Leaf. As it starts winding up its hammer again, it starts rotating at high speeds. That is a 22 for 12 damage. Bludgeoning. A crit. For 12 damage bludgeoning.
Okay.
And a miss. So it steps out of the wall, comes around the corner. As you're focused on Ashwin and the shield bearer in front of you, it steps up and just gets 2 full rotations off, and you actually get knocked back, and the third one goes right in front of your face. But you can feel the impact of that hammer with piston-like precision. Which brings us to this shield bearer. Wait, what? I have 2 shield bearers somehow. Whatever. I don't know how some of these things didn't. That's fine. Scout is going to multi-attack slam at Leaf since he's in range. I doubt 15.
Just hits.
Just hits. For 7 bludgeoning. And then a 23 for 3 bludgeoning. You notice that as the blades actually impact, they're not sharp. They're literally like just these blunt spikes that it's trying to stab in. Which brings us back to Ashwin.
Gonna move to here. I'm gonna hit this guy twice.
Sounds good.
I shit you not, that's a natural 20 for 27.
No worries.
8 bludgeoning.
Uh-huh.
And attacks against him are made at advantage. So
Okay.
I will make another attack at advantage. Uh, 15 to hit.
Like 15 does not hit.
Okay. And then for that first one, no, I'm not going to move him back because of that 20. So that's my turn.
Cool. Leaf.
So this guy does not have advantage.
Oh, that's true.
anymore.
The corrosion should move to him.
I will get rid of it.
So it's on him now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, then I will attack him. Swinging, screaming, give me your shield. 25
That'll hit.
for 5 slashing and 7 radiant.
You slam your axe into this thing and you like create an indent in the top of the shield, but you cave in the top of the head of the helmet of this thing, and fire sprays out until the fire just fades and it crumbles over.
Beautiful. Which one of these two next to me looks smaller?
The hammerer is definitely bulkier. The scout seems to be more built for nimble.
Okay. Yeah, the hammerer's little tiny blades don't bother Leaf. We'll attack the scout with a natural 20.
Yo.
All right, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Okay, 6, 9 plus for 13 slashing.
13 slashing. You notice that the nimble scout, as you slash into it, this is the first impact mark it has from the fight. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Which brings us to the gunner, who's going to fire one bolt each at both Leaf and then at Ashwin.
Hit me.
It
Let's
did.
go. Deflect missiles.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
So roll damage.
A 10 piercing.
Okay, I bring it down by 15, and I'm gonna use my last key point to throw it back at him
Okay.
Oh my
because I brought it down to 0.
Okay.
How do I roll that? Does anybody know?
So what are you trying to? Let me read the exact wording.
When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 9. I rolled 15. If you reduce the damage to 0 and have a free hand, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack, as with a monk weapon, with a range of 20 to 60 feet.
Okay, so then what we'll do is roll the hit.
Okay, it's 18.
That is enough. So then we'll say, what is your dex?
My dex is a 19 plus 4.
Plus 4. So roll me a d6.
Okay. 3.
All right. So it'll be 7 damage going back. So it fires one. It's heading straight for Ash's face. Ash actually jumps, grabs it, spins, redirects it back into the gunner where it impacts into the chest. The gunner looks down and his head kind of cocks sideways. Which brings us to Granny.
Cool beans. My sword is going to move. It's 20 feet.
Where do you want it? Just tell me where.
I want it. Can I go here? Or is that too far?
5, 10, 15. It would be 20, 25.
The house. Okay, that's fine. Don't go there. There. I think it would be able to go there.
Let me go back.
5, 10.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
25.
Okay. Go back one spot. We'll go there. I'm gonna hit this guy.
Cool.
Bonus. Oh wait, no. I don't want that one. Here we go. Don't do spells. Attack. No advantage, right?
No advantage.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does not hit. Just barely. It manages to dance out of the way. Damn.
What a beat. Okay. Cool. Well, then I'm going to... I'll do Sacred Flame on this one then.
All right.
Man.
A dex save. Oh.
Yeah. Where's my...
It fails.
Hell yeah, it does. Okay, it takes 2d8. What is the... Okay, hold on. Sorry. There we go. 10 radiant
I
damage.
will say because you can't, like, it's basically an opposite crit. We'll do 2 more d8.
Yeah. Okay. Meh.
The spells should get love too.
Why did it do 1d8?
That was the spiritual weapon that you hit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, ignore that. My bad.
You're good. So it's 10 plus whatever you roll for the if you roll the attack, the sacred flame again.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. It's being funky.
Ten plus 14, so 24. As it's distracted by the fishing pole, and you raise your hand, and underneath it, this spewing beam of light just like completely starts shining through the whole body of it, and it immediately starts clanking and whirring, and like steam and fire are spraying out of its joints. It did not like that.
Good. That's my turn.
Which brings us to Atlas.
Same thing. Guy to the right of Leaf.
Okay.
21 to hit and
Let's keep.
uh, 13 points of damage.
All right.
And then Atlas will probably try to like call out to Leaf and be like, "Man, that thing has been really useful for you, huh? What was it called again?"
You want me to say it?
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Which brings us to the Hammerer, who's going to keep spinning straight at Leaf. A crit. For 12 bludgeoning.
Hey, why do you always roll crits?
I have no explanation for you.
Dude, Sten gets crit a lot too.
Someone check his PC.
A 22
Yep.
for 5 bludgeoning and a 17
Hits.
for 8 bludgeoning. As just this thing is just it basically just it literally at this
I
point
didn't know what was happening, if I'm being honest.
it
I've been
literally
crit
just puts
twice.
it's literally just put its hand in front of it, and the hammer is swinging on an axle basically from its wrist, and just literally just pile driving into Leaf. Which brings us to the scout, who is going to try and get in on the action as well.
Uh-oh.
17
Yep.
for 8 bludgeoning as you feel the blunt poke of this blade, and then it swings
Hit me
again.
one more time. Come on.
14.
Oh, it misses. Just misses.
All right, which brings us to Ashwin.
Okay. Question, is the ruler correct on straight diagonals? Like, is that 20 feet?
That should be 5, 10, 15. That should be 20, yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm gonna run straight at this guy and hop over him
Okay.
to be behind him.
Sounds good.
And then I'm gonna hit him twice.
Do it.
17?
17 does not hit.
Okay. 21.
21 will hit.
Okay, 8 bludgeoning, and he moves forward 5 feet.
All right, 8 bludgeoning. He moves forward 5 feet. So you run, and this thing is like aiming at you. It jumps over you. You jump over it. It tries to follow with its head, and then it spins And as you swing down at it, the spin catches you off guard and you miss your first blow, but then you focus up and hit the second one straight in its chest as it locks onto you again and slides back.
And then would I still, let me check something. Yeah, would I still have my 5 feet of movement there? Because I was here, moved 35.
If you have 40 feet, then yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna move up to meet it.
Cool.
We're just gonna walk him back.
Leaf.
I'll attack the scout again.
Mm-hmm.
Screaming. Ooh, natural 20.
Let's go.
Oh, this is with the radiant too. Love that. Okay. So 13, 19 slashing,
Mm-hmm.
5 and 12 radiant.
Jeez, okay. You slam down on this thing and just cleave straight through the armor. And it just splits open and green fire spews forth before falling. The light fades from the armor and just collapses back.
Because I could tell by their robot eyes what they really want. So I'm like, why are you trying? And I'll attack this guy in front of me. That won't hit. 13.
I accidentally messed up the order. But that's fine. We'll remember. 13
Yeah.
will not hit.
And I guess as I miss, to take my necklace.
And whoop, he poofs and reappears.
Can you go way further? Just for the clock.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You hear angry yelling over in the town center.
One. And I disappear. Goodbye.
No, leave. Bye, Nick.
Bye, Nick. Thanks for playing. All right. Which brings us to after Leaf was, I believe, the gunner. I'm gonna have to be a little funky here because I didn't mean to, but I accidentally deleted the encounter. All right. So the gunner.
I'm also not concentrating. Sorry.
Oh, you're not concentrating. Isn't spiritual weapon concentration?
Nope.
What? All right.
What? Alana.
Well, it's gonna multi-attack Ashwin. And just gonna start swinging its arms. A 12 will not hit.
Nope. My God, Nick's amazing.
18
That does hit.
for just the nick of time. 3 damage.
Oh man.
Okay.
Which brings us to what would have been Granny.
Hey. Okay. Well, this sword is gonna go. Why won't it move?
You have to
Sorry.
just tell me where it is.
That's fine. That's fine. No, it's cool. It's cool. Actually, I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay.
I think when
I
you
wanna-
ended the encounter, by the way, it might have reset all of our character sheets because I was back up at full health. I was not in D&D Beyond.
That's
Health-wise.
odd. I don't know.
I have it fixed now.
Cool.
All right, cool. There's some
This
weird
guy
things
looking-
going on with this encounter, but it's okay. It's a one
That's
shot.
fine. How's this guy looking?
He's got some slashes on him. Leaf laid into him a bit.
Okay. Just Sacred Flame is it ranged? So if I do go right next to them, it's at disadvantage, or oh no, it's a dex saving throw, right? But then do they have advantage on
It's a
the
dex saving throw from Sacred Flame. There's no
Yes.
advantage.
Okay, no advantage, no disadvantage or anything. Okay, then that's fine. Then I'm going to move myself. Mother fudger. There we go, sorry. Here. And Can I move my sword to here? Like, would it be under that roof
We'll let
overhang,
it
or
slide
is that...
in.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Sacred Flame this speech.
Mm-hmm.
So saving throw.
He saves.
That's so rude. Then my sword is going to stab.
Mm-hmm.
My fishing pole is going to smacky smack. That's what it's gonna do.
Roll the hit.
Oh wait, does it have advantage?
It
Because
does.
it's
So roll again.
Okay, thank you. Ah. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, so sad. That was lame. Okay.
Which brings us to Atlas.
Gran, you're okay over there?
Me?
Yeah, Granny.
Oh, I'm doing just fine, dearie.
Alright, well, just, duck if you can. I'll take a shot at the last guy.
Alright, do it.
Her head just goes in her shell.
Oh, a natural 20.
That's actually something I can do. Makes me prone though.
That's if all of you goes into your shell. You could duck your head in.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah, I do get like +4 to AC if I go in my shell. It's pretty cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, but it makes me prone. That's the thing. I can literally.
30 points of damage.
30 points of damage
Damn! Holy!
God damn.
My
as
second crit.
the
Oh.
bolt pierces into the shoulder of the hammerer, and its gears start grinding. You can hear the screech of metal on metal. It's desperately trying to keep it swinging. Which brings us.
Alice will say, "Okay, you can come out of your shell now, Granny."
Which brings us
Man
to
up.
the hammerer, who is going to multi-attack at Granny.
That's fine.
15.
Miss.
$22.
Hits.
For 10 bludgeoning.
So rude.
And then
Miss.
a 16 to miss. So it starts swinging and is desperately trying to get the hammer to speed up. The first one doesn't have speed, but then it manages to whip the piston around and smack you the second time. And then the third one impacts just kind of a ding, like too light to do any damage. Which brings us to top, which is Ashwin.
Okay, punch the one in front of me.
Do it.
Pacha.
Pacha.
Fuck, 13.
That's not enough.
Okay, punch again. Pacha,
Pacha.
17.
17 still not enough.
Fuck! I'm gonna move anyway. I'm gonna move to here.
All right, he's gonna
It's
take
gonna-
a slam at you. He's also gonna miss.
Cool. I don't think Ashwin has much in the way of bonus actions. Yeah, because I'd have to spend a key point and I'm out. So no, that's my turn.
All right, which brings us to what would be the gunner. He's going to multi-attack at Ashwin. Fire 2 bolts from its arms. The first one's gonna miss again.
Yee.
The second one
Hit me.
is also gonna miss.
Damn.
Which then would bring it to Granny again.
Yeah. Frick yeah. Okay. Why? We're doing this guy first.
Do it.
That sucks. 15.
15's not enough.
Ugh. So sad. Okay. They're robots, right?
Yes.
Or some king, some. Do
They appear to be
robots have?
Warforged. They're some sort of arcane mechanical device.
Do they have wisdom?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. We're gonna try doing Toll of the Dead on this beach. Cause I don't. Oh, I'm pointing at that guy. Wisdom saving throw.
$11.
Yay! Okay, it gets to take 2d12. If it, I don't know. If it, 12.
That rolled
necrotic?
2d8.
That? Why? That's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, just roll 2d12.
Okay. Six.
Still enough.
Damn.
All right,
Wow.
What does it say? The sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment. So you point at it, and there's a dong, and the whole creature shakes until all of its pieces fall apart. It is dead.
Yeah. Woo!
Which would bring it to its turn, but it's dead, which brings it to Atlas.
Only one more, huh?
One more.
You got this, Atlas! Kick his ass!
I was just checking if it was in range. It was barely in. I'll do the same thing. I just have to move. Woo! 21 hits.
21 does hit.
17 points of damage.
17 points.
I love the idea of Atlas just chilling in the corner throughout all of combat. Just pop,
Pew,
pop.
pew, pew. Literally like leaning up against the side of a house.
Yeah,
Just
Atlas is
sulking.
like the first turn of combat. Atlas like took her time to put her backpack down, load the crossbow.
Our party
Yeah.
is basically Dave the Barbarian, Aladdin, Franklin the Turtle, and Little Red Riding Hood if she was goth.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine Alice is basically what's the actress's name?
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, she's basically Aubrey Plaza.
Oh my god, I love that.
I was gonna say almost like Red Riding Hood meets Mandy from Billy and Mandy's Grim Adventures.
Oh my god, fuck
100%.
yes. Oh, God.
And that's my turn.
All right, which would bring us to the top, which is Ashwin.
All right, let's try this. I'm going to put my hands together, and you're going to see his white tattoos glow a bright purple. And I'm going to shoot a firebolt at it. Natural 20.
That'll hit.
Hey.
Nice.
Maybe we should just play these characters instead. We're
I
rolling
know.
better.
27 points of fire damage.
That's enough. He goes, let's try this, and his tattoos glow. Fire coalesces, blasts forth, and just knocks the helmet clean off the top, and fire sprays forth before collapsing down. And that is combat.
Nice. You can get rid of my sword.
I'm just going to collapse.
Alice will like saunter over to the scraps of metal and try to pick up the valuable pieces that she can find. I don't know, I feel like these are worth a lot of money, but I'll get to find out later, I guess.
At this point, the streets are pretty quiet from all the commotion. You can hear kind of screaming off in the distance, as you presume that there are other machines moving about. But for now, this street
Surely
is
that
quiet.
could wait like an hour, right?
What'd you say?
Surely the rest of them can wait like an hour, right? I need to rest that off.
Oh yeah, I mean we don't even have to be here if we don't want to. Like no point in dying, you know?
What are these buildings? Are they houses or what?
Houses,
Alright.
shops, buildings,
Wait,
general
oh,
town houses.
Has anyone seen Leaf?
Who? Who's beef?
The guy that was just here. The one that we've been traveling with like the last couple of years.
Oh.
Well, you know, they say if you get lost, you should stay in one place. And I'm gonna sit right here.
You said there's commotion and stuff around us, right?
I said this street is quiet, but you can hear commotion
This
in the
street's quiet.
distance.
Okay. Well, where is there a door on this building here?
Sure, yeah, there's a door right here.
Okay, I'm gonna saunter over there really slowly and then just like hit the I have like a quarterstaff, hit the door with my quarterstaff.
You knock. There's no answer.
Cool. Hello. Can I try and open it?
You can. You try and open it and it resists. You can tell it's either locked or barred.
Atlas,
Yeah.
do you
what's up?
help me with the door?
Oh yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. Atlas will go into her backpack and search really hard and pull out a crowbar and try to pry the door open.
All right. Give me a strength check.
At advantage.
At advantage. She very confidently goes, slides the crowbar into the door slot, like leans back, braces herself, leans in, and just.
And just give me 1 second. I got this. And she'll like get closer to the door. I just think there's something wrong with the hinge. And then she'll try to pick the lock secretly.
Roll me a sleight of hand and then your thieves' tools. Oh man.
That's the sleight of hand.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna roll the same thing, but for these tools.
Yeah. So
And that's
you try to subtly pick the lock. You notice that as you go to pick it, it's unlocked. The door's just barred.
Oh, fuck.
it seems to be a barred door upon closer inspection. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I think we lost one of our invisible friends. Along with our other friend. Well, I guess we could just sit here for a moment.
Yeah, let's let our lost friend get unlost for a bit.
A barred door. Quick play a jaunty tune. All right. So you guys want to take a short rest?
Short rest and
Yeah.
a bathroom break?
Yeah, I also
Sure. Short rest and a bathroom break. We'll be right back.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, back at it. Let me close this quick, just for the sake of ease. All right, so you guys all take a short rest. If anyone didn't do their short rest, make sure you get your hit dice. What are you guys doing now?
That's a good question.
I fell asleep.
What direction do we hear the commotion coming?
You hear commotion from around, just generally around, but The woman from the graveyard ran from this direction.
All right, well, I think Atlas will start walking towards the graveyard and say to the rest of the group, guys, I think we might as well at least check out the graveyard while we're here.
When Steve gets back, I expect to hear about the misadventures.
Yeah, we'll take it out of his cut.
Wait,
get,
you all
like,
get paid for this?
10% this time.
You guys get paid?
I just get paid in the joyous adventures of being with you guys.
We all get paid, Ashwin. It's just some of us get paid in gold and others in experience.
Leaf, how much gold do you have on you?
Leaf is not here.
No, not Leaf.
Atlas.
Well, Atlas. Jesus. Atlas, how much gold do you have on you?
Honestly, the value of gold is really subjective, so I can't really say.
All right.
Let's just say I have enough.
Going into outer space.
As you guys venture through town, you come across. You work your way over to the graveyard, and as you are making your way, you start to see this huge, towering machine looking over the graveyard with a giant drill and treads on the sides. You also notice that there are 3 units on either side of the drill patrolling. They have not yet noticed you.
Are we fighting the Undertaker? From Incredible.
The Underminer.
The Underminer.
Underminer.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
get it right.
The Underminer
Jesus.
is important lore. We do not disrespect the Underminer here.
Well, that's new. Looking at the drill.
The
Wasn't
entire
here
graveyard
before.
is littered with bodies, as well as like this large tree that was uprooted by the drill. This thing is massive.
Did it come from underground, or is it?
You can see, it's tough to see from where you are, but you can see that the drill came from what appears to be the edge of a large hole over here. And from what the woman described, she said that it tunneled out from the ground into an entire battalion of soldiers who were there for a
Yay.
funeral service. And in fact, you can see over in the distance the grave that was open for the service.
I do have to say, this drill is very big. Wasn't quite expecting that.
Well, I guess.
You think there's a way inside, Granny?
Well, I mean, someone has to be driving the drill, right?
That's true.
Oh, when I
Well-
was just a young little turtle. What's the baby turtle? Is it a? When I was a young one, I saw something just like this. Wait,
Oh, really?
yeah, maybe. Now I can't remember. Anyway, well, there probably is a door. Should we just go?
Yeah, let's just ask some questions, figure out how to get inside. Maybe we'll jog your memory.
I don't think this
well,
is gonna go well, but sure.
and there are dead bodies around, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of dead bodies.
I kind of
I
poke
mean-
one and I say, "Hello, person taking a nap. How do we get inside? Hello?
Granny, I don't think he's taking a nap.
Oh dear.
Many of the bodies are dismembered from the giant drill.
Hey, I don't got great eyes.
Yeah.
Man.
That guy is missing a heart.
Also, the
Granny.
minute that you step there,
Oh God. I didn't step there. I don't know what you're talking about.
I need a deck save from you.
Oh, I'm just a turtle. Oh, that sucks. Roll high, roll high. No!
You are gonna take. Hold on, I gotta roll it again because you failed. No, I'm just kidding. 8 fire damage.
Oh man, I
As
just healed.
there's an explosive boom, and this part of the trail here explodes, which also draws the attention of the other 6 units.
Jeez.
Hold on. Which will start combat.
Whoo! We fighting, boys.
Jesus.
Begin combat. Request initiative rolls.
Was that me? Excuse me.
God damn, what is Ashman's rolls? That would have been a natural 20 for initiative.
Jesus Christ.
Would have been.
Well, I mean, it was a natural 20, but like it came up as like the 24.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. So back into combat we go.
Wow, that was a 20? What the?
Ashwin, you start.
It's eerily quiet for combat.
Yes, Oh, the Sirenscape glitched. I'm trying to
Oh, you.
get it up, but it.
I was like, I'm not in the zone yet.
I know. I'm sorry. It froze on me, and now I'm reloading it. But the problem is that Sirenscape is never fast to load, at least through their website. And so now I'm desperately trying to get it to chug faster.
In front of Granny, is it difficult terrain? Is the ground on fire? What's that looking like?
It basically exploded, so there's a pit there. But otherwise, no.
So I'm good to stand there?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna move to right here.
This seems appropriate.
And I'm going to... How far are these guys? And how far does this spell go?
Oh, is it gonna go?
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at this one.
Mm-hmm. Also, shield, hammer, gunner, scout, shield, hammer.
Is there any symbol or something we could put on them?
Here, I
just
will
forget.
try and make them so that you can, I'll say when hovered.
Oh, that's cool.
Now,
Whoa.
if you hover over it, it'll tell you which one it is.
Oh, that's super nice. Thank you.
Only the shield bearer for me.
I'm working on it. I gotta do it one at a time.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, that middle hammer, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot off firebolt.
Huh?
So that is a 16 to hit.
A 16 to hit will not hit.
Okay.
This is very noble.
You know what? That's my turn. Let's see where this goes.
All right.
Oh my god. Luckily the drill isn't moving.
Atlas, your turn. No, the drill is standing still. That is one note.
That's true. If it goes forward, I'm
Honestly, it's a good, like, 10 feet above your head. That
Oh,
point is,
okay.
it is a big drill.
I'm going to dash and bonus action dash.
Hmm.
Oh no! First, I'm gonna just dash. Wait,
Okay.
actually, can I see the doors from here or no?
You can see that there are side hatches on it. Yeah.
Then Atlas is gonna be like, "Hold on, give me a second," and I'm gonna try to open the top door.
All right. As you pass here and here, I need 2 deck saves from you.
Jeez.
Okay. The first one is 11 plus 7, I think. What's my deck save? 7.
You have
11 plus 7,
so yeah,
8,
it should be
18.
Okay, and do you
Yeah.
have is it evasion yet or no? Or uncanny? Is it uncanny dodge that gives you?
I do not have evasion yet.
You do not have evasion, so you'll take half damage on the first one. You'll take 4 fire damage from the first one as this explodes, and then this explodes.
They buried mines?
Does appear so.
Assholes.
I need the other save. What was the second saving throw?
19.
All right, same thing. Half damage. Oh, or not. Let me. Oh, it's because I got rid of the thing, didn't I?
Triggered.
This one's 7 fire damage.
Oh, it rounds up. Fuck. Ugh.
But you do manage to make it
Okay.
to the side of the drill after
Wow.
hopping up on this this tread, which is a good 5 feet high.
It's locked.
It is locked.
Okay, that's my turn.
You bonus
Why would
action
they
dash.
lock their...
You still have an action.
Yeah. No, I bonus action to get there.
Yeah, you still have an action.
I was only 60 feet to get here. Then I guess I'll bonus action or action dash, whatever the other one I didn't use to get back.
Are you going back?
Oh.
Yeah, like 30 feet. I should have like 30 more feet of movement.
All right, so you're back here. Because you were from, well, where were you? You were...
I was like next, I was right behind Ashwin, I think.
So then, yes. So then you could make it back to here.
Okay, then I'll go back there.
Sick. Which brings us to one of the shield bearers who is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And piston its shield at you.
Yeah, that's not cool.
13, I presume, does not hit.
Nope.
And an 8 does not hit. All right. Which brings us to the scout, who 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
They know where all the mines are?
They are
Perfect.
mechanical and do not trigger the mines.
What?
Do not trigger demands.
The hammerer, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They'll dash 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Which brings us to Granny.
great.
Great.
Great, cool, love that. Can I follow the path that Atlas
Yes.
did? Okay, because I don't want to hit in mine. Then I want to try and go here, if that's okay. Oh, and I'm going to. Sacred flame, this bitch. Why is it making me do that? Boop, boop. Okay.
I think I might have glitched Granny. Oh wait, nope,
What did
it's
you-
back. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Fixed itself.
I need a dex saving throw.
From which one?
The one that I'm right next to. Come on, man.
Got it.
I guess
I
I could have
don't
done
know.
that from far back.
I was gonna
But-
say, that has range on it.
I know, but I just want to make sure that I'm near
It
Atlas
fails.
for. What the fuck? Oh, it fails. Yes, cool. I thought you meant like my thing
No,
fails.
it fails. 10
Cool.
damage.
10 radiant damage. Cool. Bonus action. No, I don't want to do that yet. Actually, that would be bad because. Oh wait, that's second level. Sorry, I'm looking at my second level spells.
Also, you can pass under the drill, just like under this section.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So just for everyone's knowledge, you can pass underneath. The trends you cannot pass underneath.
Okay. I think that is gonna be my turn. Well, yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Which brings us to this shield bearer who 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. This gunner who's going to fire 2 shots at Atlas.
Hey. That's not cool.
14,
Misses. I have 16 AC.
20, unnatural.
Yeah, that hits.
For
Atlas,
6
just
piercing.
catch it. Oh no.
What?
Shink. Straight into the upper pec.
I will use Uncanny Dodge
Right?
for.
Which brings us to this hammerer who is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna lay in 3 of them. A 17 to hit for 10 bludgeoning. A 10 misses. And an 11 misses. So 10 bludgeoning to Atlas. Which brings us to the top. Ashwin.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my quarterstaff, run and pole vault over Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to attack. Let's see, shield there. I'm gonna attack the hammer.
Wait, sorry, did you say the 10 damage and the 11 damage hit me?
No. Just the 10.
Okay.
There's 10 damage total, and then there was a 10 and an 11 attack rolls, but those are not damage. You just took 10 bludgeoning.
So first attack on hammer with the quarterstaff was at nat 1. So,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, roll me whatever you're doing next, and we'll determine.
Okay. 20 on the next hit.
Okay,
30.
unnatural.
Yep.
Okay. And then, so then we'll do this. So with the hammerer, it's a one shot. Fuck it. You slam your quarterstaff onto this hammerer, and it cracks and breaks the quarterstaff.
Okay. Fucking nunchuck hit with that dirty 20.
So that'll hit. What's the damage?
Well, what is the damage? Because it was 1d8 plus 4 with a versatile quarterstaff. What do you want the damage to be?
We'll say it's now a 1d6 plus 4 because you're wielding a broken quarterstaff.
Cool. 6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And can he roll a strength saving throw for me?
Yes, you can. Ten.
Goodbye! You get flung 20 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Nice.
Cool. And that's my turn.
All right. Atlas.
It's a tough pickle.
I'm surprised you didn't use your action to try and open the door.
I did. I tried opening the door.
Yes, but it was locked, but you're a rogue.
Yeah, but like, what if I didn't succeed?
Valid. I'm not criticizing. I was just surprised.
How high up is the...
5 feet.
Like 5 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna move behind him, take out my short sword, and stab him.
Do it.
Oh, ignore that.
I'm
Ignore what?
presuming that. I'm presuming that 8 doesn't hit.
An 8 does not hit.
Or 9 doesn't hit.
A 9 does not
Okay,
hit.
well, that's my turn.
You duck and you try and stab into this thing with the short sword, but you manage to just glance and you just can hear the of metal on metal as the short sword like slides along its armor. Which brings us to the shield bearer, who is going to continue trying to hit Atlas. Singularly minded. A 3 will not hit.
No, it will not.
A 14 will also not hit. Just trying to piston. It's just slamming the shield forward on a piston in your general direction. The scout, however, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is going to multi-attack into Granny.
That hits.
For 5 bludgeoning the first time.
Okay.
It's gonna miss the second time as this blunt, basically this blunt blade just jams into the soft flesh of your arm, and then it tries for another one, but bounces off the shell, surprised that the shell is solid. Which brings us to the hammerer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's not able to reach anybody. Granny.
I'm going to... Try to continue with it. Okay, I'll cast Healing Word on Atlas as a bonus action.
Okay.
And
Well, thank you.
so you're welcome. Let me make sure. So,
It'll be
Hold on.
11 again.
okay. Okay. 11. You heal. Wonderful, beautiful. And
Yes.
I will... Sacred Flame. Oh, god dang it. Dex save.
For the one that's between you, the shield bearer.
Yeah.
It'll save.
Are you friggin' kidding me? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, then I'm gonna move. Well, No, I guess I'll stay here. Okay,
All right.
that's my turn.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, okay, fuck off, bitch. Not you, the scout, or whatever this guy is.
It is a shield bearer, and it's coming at you with piston shield.
That hits.
For 8 bludgeoning. And then
That
another
hits.
hit for 6 bludgeoning.
Can I heal myself?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
Which
okay.
brings us to the gunner, who is closest to Ashwin, so gonna fire 2 at Ashwin.
Hit me.
That one's gonna miss. That one's also gonna miss.
Damn.
Which brings us to the hammer. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's gonna come straight back after Ashwin.
Wait, can it go over other people?
Yes, you can pass through
Uh,
allies.
Through allies.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
You can do this. Anybody can pass through an ally without using movement. I mean, it still costs the movement to actually go to space, but. All right. That'll hit
Yep.
for 6 bludgeoning. And then one more. Does that hit? That does not hit. All right. Which brings us to the top of the round. It's Ashwin.
Cool. I'm going to move in there.
Oh,
This guy.
Which one?
Right above me.
Gotcha.
14.
14's not enough.
No. Okay. 17.
17 is also not enough.
Shit. Flurry of blows then.
Okay.
Natural 20.
That'll hit.
Hey.
He should have corrosive. Attacks against him have advantage till end of my next turn.
Okay.
Uh, 9 points of bludgeoning damage,
9 points of bludgeoning.
and I need a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
god damn it.
He's just fine.
Cool. Then he only moves 5 feet away from me.
Okay. Whoosh. Atlas.
It is time to run. Surrounded. How much health does Ashwin have left?
He's looking fine right now. I don't.
Oh
think
yeah,
he's
he's
up to
looking
it.
fine.
Ooh.
I ship it.
I'm going to use steady aim and then stab the shield bearer that's above me.
Okay.
17 plus 7, 24 hits. I
24
assume.
hits.
You'd also have advantage, by the way.
Yeah, I rolled at advantage.
Gotcha.
10, 18, 23 plus 4, 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage.
Also,
Hey,
I don't know if this would change your mind, but you wouldn't have had to take steady aim for that advantage.
yeah, I realized that, like, right as you said the advantage thing, but I don't think I would have moved.
Gotcha.
don't wanna- Try the door.
Sorry, what?
It's
Oh,
like,
is
you
it
don't
trying to
wanna
open the door again?
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but,
Good.
you know, maybe next turn.
All right. Which brings us to the shield bearer, who is going to try and return blows. It's definitely hissing.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, like, because why not?
For a total of 9 bludgeoning.
That's against me, right?
Yes.
I guess I'll have that to
Okay.
4.
And then 8 bludgeoning, the second hit. The scout is going to turn its attention to Ashwin.
Thank God you healed me.
Yeah. This is where we're all gonna die.
I
This is
said,
a
I
hard
felt like this
one.
was. I said when I picked it up, I was like, this feels overtuned, but we'll see.
Well, it's also for 4 people, and we're down.
It is
one.
for 4 people. That's also accurate.
Yeah.
I
feel
all right,
like
both
we
of
would
those
be good
miss.
if we had leaf.
Okay.
The hammer that's right here, also on Ashwin. That one's gonna miss. That one's gonna crit.
Why are they rolling like this?
Okay, I'm gonna shoot stunning strike after this.
Okay. 9 damage.
Okay. Okay, so first a sentinel attack.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. 16.
16 does not hit.
Okay, never mind then.
And then one more. Uh, 12 does not hit. All right.
Yep.
Which brings us to Granny. You might want to do your channel divinity here. I know as
What is that again? Is it a? It's not a spell, right?
it is an ability. It should be in your features, I believe.
I'm looking. Yeah. I'm not used to looking at my character sheet. I like just looking at the hub, so that was my bad.
New character, who dis?
Yeah, new character, who dis? You can restore number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric. Wow. Any creature. Oh, it can be multiple?
Mm-hmm.
And divide those hit points among them. Okay, this is going to be for all 3 of us? Can I divide them in any way, or is it equal division?
You
I
can
believe you get a pool, and then
Yes.
you can throw that wherever you need it.
correct.
Okay, cool. Then yes, I will do that.
But it
It's
does
once per
say
day.
you cannot restore a creature to more than half of its hit point maximum. So
So then I can't actually do Ashwin, right? Or what's
yeah,
I'm not below
Ashwin,
half currently.
Ashwin's fine. So
Yeah.
it'd be between you and Atlas.
okay.
Well, you just can't go over that, right? And the points that you give people. So, like, for example, you couldn't heal me over 24 hit points.
Yes, that's correct.
But I can't heal you at all because you're not below half,
Let me
right?
check.
Okay. I'm like reading it and I'm just like,
I believe it's just you could not give me more than 24 hit points. You can't give somebody more than half their health.
It says this feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of lame.
Correct. So it does say you can only go up to the half. So you cannot heal Ashwin at all. You can only choose between you and Atlas.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking through everything that I have really fast. Okay, then yeah, I'll do that. It is a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So I'm level 5,
So 25 hit points?
so 25 hit points. Okay. Oh, I'm doing calculator math because I don't want to mess this up. So then Atlas, you're gonna get. Can I do what? 16?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
not
can
16.
give her
Fill you up,
7.
16.
You can give
Yeah.
you her 7, and you can give you 15. So you would That's all you can do.
Yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do then. So 7 for Atlas, and then 15. Thank you.
I appreciate it. That will prevent me from dying.
And that is an action, right?
It is an action, yes, I believe.
Okay. Hold on. Second level. I'm looking at all my levels of spells because they're I'm not used to being a spellcaster. Are we okay? Should we try and get inside? I yell to both of them.
It might be
I mean,
good.
the door was locked, but I can try again. I do have a crowbar.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything with your bonus action or no?
Yeah. Fuck. I don't want to leave them.
I mean, you could.
Well, yeah. Huh?
For your knowledge, we both have disengage as a bonus action. Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
So if you can get to the door, then you can try.
Okay. Misty Step is what, 30 feet? I don't like that it takes spell slots though. That's really annoying. So many things, spells. Jeez. Okay, I'll Misty Step 30 feet away.
So you get to there.
Damn! Yeah,
You get right to the base of the wheel.
To the base.
Right
Lame. Okay. Unless I went. Couldn't I be able to go here,
Does Misty
here,
Step
and then up
dictate
one?
No,
somewhere you
because
can
that's
see?
a second diagonal, so that would be worth two.
Oh, that's fair. What?
Does Misty
Yeah.
Step dictate somewhere you can see?
I think so.
Okay.
Teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can.
'Cause I was like,
you
man,
can kind of like.
Misty Step inside.
I know, wouldn't that be cool? Lock the door.
You can kind of do that with some like familiar jank. You put like your familiar inside. You look through your familiar's eyes, then you teleport into rooms that you can't see, like technically, quote unquote. It's pretty funny.
All right, this shield bearer with Granny gone is going to move here, and with advantage, going to try and lay into Atlas.
Hey,
That's a crit.
What the fuck are these rolls? Pardon my French, but Jesus.
did I already uncanny dodge this turn, or was that last turn?
I think that was last turn, but I don't remember.
No, you have already this turn because
Damn.
Both burnt our reactions.
Yeah, there's a lot of rolls going on. All right, do your worsts.
6 bludgeoning and the second one's normal. 3 bludgeoning. This gunner is going to, seeing Granny move up, going to lay 2 bolts at her direction. 16
Miss.
bounces off of her hard shell twice. This hammerer is going to just lay into Ashwin the best that he can. $18 hit.
Yep.
An 11.
Oof. Okay.
Then that one's gonna miss. And then the last hit. A crit.
Oh no. Okay.
For
that's a lot of
16
damage.
bludgeoning damage.
Actually, no. Sorry.
Right?
I'm doing silvery barbs.
All right, silvery barbs. The last attack.
Great spell.
Tempted.
13
Doesn't
does
hit.
not hit.
Yay.
Who are you giving advantage to?
Who looks like they need it more?
Atlas.
Atlas is much bloodier.
Okay, I'm giving it to Atlas.
Atlas's face is starting to streak with the same color as her cloak. Which brings us to...
I like to think that my hit points are not a reflection of my current physical condition, but more of my luck.
Ashwin.
So,
Okay, bonus action. Step of the wind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Cool.
Step of the wind.
God.
Ride the lightning. And who knows? The door could be barred.
I'm gonna fix
We
that.
lost. Nah.
That wasn't me, actually. That was Nick. I can't fix that.
Oh, that is a problem.
How do you do it? Is it a different account on a laptop?
Yeah, I have a different account.
I will do this then. Let me just go
Can you put in like a music
here.
bot? And we don't
Here's
just
what we're
mute
doing.
it?
Oh, that's actually a great idea. Hold, please.
We're missing all of our friends.
All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Great song.
Actually, is Nick last in the alphabet order? If I just put him in here, does that
Wait, what?
fix us? Because he just went to AFK.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
So does that
I didn't even
work
see that.
if his camera's not on?
it kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually still works.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Perfect. We're in great shape. Problem
We
solved.
solved it. Huzzah.
Continue.
Success.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna attack the
Huzzah.
goddamn door because I assume I'll hit a door.
All right, go for it.
24 to hit.
A 24 does hit.
Okay. I need a strength save from the door.
Okay. It's a 0.
Okay,
Doors don't have
it
strength.
flies back 20 feet.
Oh my god.
I will allow it. You knock the door back, and the metal panel flies through. Inside, you see what appears to be a large metallic being with blades on his wrist, and he turns and faces you. He needs
Awesome.
to enter combat.
Freaking Christ. And now we can't close the door.
No, the door's very broken.
Yes.
All right. What else are you doing?
Sorry. Shit. The step of the wind doesn't add movement, right? Let me look that up real quick. Point to disengage or dash action. So it would have been 2 disengage. No, so I'm gonna stay right there.
Ha!
All right. Atlas.
Well, I'm in a pickle.
Disengage.
I'm gonna disengage. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna run up to right behind Ashwin.
Mm-hmm.
And then ask Ashwin, oh, you got the door open. What's inside? And then she'll look inside and like, oh.
Not great.
Is the shield bearer still, like, does it have that status on it anymore, or is it not?
No, because it was Ashwin's
No, because it
turn.
would have been my
so-
turn. Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll shoot it anyway.
Which one's
Sure.
it?
one that you just took the status off.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 will not hit.
Well, Alice looks at her crossbow and goes, I really need to buy another one of these things. And then that's my turn.
It just glances off of the shield, belt bounces to the floor, which brings us to said shield bearer who's going to come and try and lay into Granny.
No, don't. Who raised you? Mother, why are they
Jesus Christ.
I
The
don't like
luckiest person I know.
this.
On, wait, I've got this. Where is it?
Exterminate. Exterminate.
You're so mean.
6 bludgeoning from the first one. Does a 15 hit?
It misses.
All right.
Cool. Okay.
Which brings us to the scout, who 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is also going to lay into Granny.
Misses.
Ignore that. I didn't mean to do damage. I was just on a roll. We'll just roll that then. So it's 8 bludgeoning from the scout. And then the commander.
Oh my god.
5, 10, 15.
Oh.
Yep, I'm dead.
Yeah, we're all dead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And I need a con saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Wow, you are not Alistair, let me tell you that. It's a 9.
You take 19 bludgeoning. You take 19. What is this?
Oh no.
Yeah, this is not.
Actually, wait,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no.
You take 10 bludgeoning, 7 necrotic, and your hit points are reduced by the 7 necrotic.
Wait, okay, hold up.
No,
wait,
total
max hit
damage
points?
taken. I'm sorry. Your max hit points are taken down by 19,
Okay,
and you take 7.
but that doesn't take me past.
No,
like,
it
that's
doesn't
not-
take
that
out of
doesn't
your
do a
health.
deal
It
with-
does, So you
okay.
take 19 damage from your health,
Okay.
and then your max health goes down by 19. Your cap is now
Oh,
reduced.
Ashwin looks like shit.
Can you be nice? Because we lost our barbarian friend.
Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that it was going to end up being 3 of you.
But you you are God. You know this.
You are God.
You are God. You have power.
I just like to think Granny looks to the sky. God, why?
Wow.
Oh.
I don't want to believe in you anymore.
Also, he gets a second hit.
You see, you're the god of life, but all I
He
see
gets a
is
second
death.
hit.
He gets a second hit, but he's going to miss, I
Cool.
think. 7,
Yeah, that misses.
which brings us to a hammerer. 5, 10, 15. Granny coming after you.
Not good.
It's gonna jam. It's not gonna get any attacks off.
What a bit.
Granny, your turn.
Does it take a lot of strength to try and steal their shields?
I would say yes.
Okay, never mind then. Can I? Does it take an action to disengage, or if I don't have it as a bonus action?
Yes, it takes an action.
That sucks. Okay, hold on. Let me read my spell really fast. Points. Okay. Disengaging as an action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move. Can I be? Where can I be that I could still see in the door? You could like here or here? Like how does that?
Any of those would work.
Okay, I want to be mother. Here. Nope. Okay, rude. On the thing, and I'm gonna do healing word on. Oh fuck! Both you guys suck. On but Ashwin, I guess. Not you guys, but I'm just saying your health sucks. All of ours does. We're all gonna
I
die.
was just drained by 19.
I know. That's why. I'm just
Oh god,
so-
you're at 1.
Yeah.
With
I'm
a
at
max of
14.
27.
Yeah. Atlas is at 7.
Yeah, this is not going well.
No, we're all gonna die.
Well, the funny thing is, you could have gone in and closed the door, but then you broke the door
That's
down.
what I
Broke the
want.
door clean off.
Oh man.
I just.
Fucking blind him.
Sounds
Well,
like
remember,
need to
we can
turn over
always
a
run
new
away
leaf.
and live another day.
I'll be real. I think that's.
I
my
don't
plan.
think. Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I
I was
we're
like, I
saying
don't
fuck
think
the
they
town.
can make it. Okay.
Oh, we just run up, run north.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hold on. So I was here. If I go here on this, it's 5 feet up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go here as a bonus action. I'm going to, because I use my action to disengage.
Yep.
Cast the healing one, the one that is the bonus
Healing
action.
word?
Where are? Yes. There we go. Oh, it says I have one. Well, it doesn't have a checkbox. Why?
Because you're out of first level spell slots.
I know, but it has 4.
Yes.
And I have 3 checks. Even when I close and open my head. So it says I'm out, but
Because well, you've done
oh,
silvery
now
barbs.
it does. No, I know. I was confused because it didn't
Yeah.
have a check mark. Okay, well then I'm gonna have to cast it at a 3rd level. Which is where the I have to keep closing my sheet and opening it again. Healing word. 3rd level. Consume slot. Healing. Only 10?
Plus
I know, but what?
2 plus 3, so 15.
You're right. Ash, you get 15.
15.
Mm-hmm. Grr. And
Well, you
then...
rolled a 1, a 3, and a 2, unfortunately.
But also anything helps, and that's damn
Yeah.
near my max hit points right now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do... I moved how many feet? Would it be... Was that 10? Or is it 15 because I had to climb up?
I'm sorry, repeat the question?
Is this 10 or is it 15 because I had to climb up? Or is it like...
You didn't
adding-
have. We'll just say did you want to climb
I'm-
up? It will just say it's 5, 10. It's 10. But yes, actually 10 out of
Okay,
3
okay.
d4 is pretty good because you are only capable of getting 12.
Using that at 3rd level? That sucks.
Well,
When it's a first
yeah,
level?
like some of them don't scale great.
Yeah.
But that's why it's a bonus
Okay.
action. It's meant to be like a
Yeah, I
emergency.
know. It just
So-
hurts my soul.
How
I'm
much
gonna
healing
go
was it? One more time.
10 plus.
It was 15 total.
15 total. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go here.
And was that
Yep.
what that
Wait,
you just walked over it?
No. Yeah. I forgot about the mines. I'm old.
I need a dex saving throw from you.
Honestly,
I'm
that works
so
out.
old.
Apparently, I don't have controlled. Oh, there we go.
What we do is we have Granny go in her shell and then use her as like a blue shell on the final boss.
All right.
Actually, I do. Hold on a second. Hold on. Also, no. People get
We're all
advantage on
getting
me.
out.
So just give me 1 second.
What?
I don't know. Huh?
What are we giving you a second for?
My shell defense. I don't know if it's a reaction or not. Oh no, it's
Oh,
a
that'd
saving
be
throw. Never
insane.
mind. It's +4 to bonus AC. But it says you have advantage on strength and constitution saving throws while.
It's a
but I'm
full
prone.
action though. You
It
can
is an
withdraw
action?
into your shell as an action.
Ah, I didn't see
As
that
a
action.
reaction would actually be insane.
I know, but also it should be. So I don't have any other
12
good reaction.
points of fire damage.
Well, I'm at 2. That's great.
We're just running.
Mm-hmm.
Shield bearer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't reach.
Thank God.
Gunner. Oh God.
Gunner's gonna kill me.
The gunner is gonna take Ashwin as the biggest threat because he's going in.
That's fine.
Thank you for your service, Cap.
15.
Doesn't hit.
Look at the shell.
An 8.
Jesus.
All right.
Nope, doesn't hit.
The hammer. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna try and lay into Atlas.
I don't like the phrasing of that.
That'll hit.
Is this all the same turn in which I like use my
4.
reaction?
I don't think. I think you
It's
haven't
the
used a
last
reaction.
one. No, wait,
Is
you
this
haven't
the
used a
third
reaction
turn?
this time. You haven't used a
Yeah,
reaction
you
this time.
have a reaction.
This one's
yeah.
this one you still
Okay.
have it. Sounds 4.
Alright.
Then this one's gonna be 12.
I have to say that. Are you still rolling?
There's one
Yeah,
more
why are you
attack.
bringing it up?
So it's
3?
4 damage, 12 damage, and then a 14 doesn't hit, right?
No, but I can't live. I can't. 12 is like a third of my health. I've only had 3 health left, so I can reduce it in half to 6, but then I'm still dead by -3.
Gotcha. Atlas goes down as a hammer crushes down onto her frail body. And then in its speed, a third hammer hits 2 death saves. Which brings us to Ash.
Okay, picking up someone. What is that? Free action, action, bonus action.
We'll say, so you're gonna carry him? We'll say a bonus action.
Okay. Fuck. You don't want to give it to me as a free action? I'm a monk. I'm a dexterous
I'm
boy.
trying to be realistic here.
I'm
Grabbing a
realistic.
whole person, that's more than that's like
She's
picking
how
up
big are
a
you?
rag is a free action. Picking up a fucking person?
I'm only like 5'5".
And 3 people going into this kind of situation is also not realistic.
Okay, question. Can I
Yeah, we're
Cast a-
really not bright for going into this one.
cast a bonus action spell as an action?
I'll say
No,
yes
you can't. Oh, okay.
for this. We'll say yes.
Do it.
Normally you
Is it a spell?
cannot, but we said we will for this.
All right, I'm gonna pick her up.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna be able to disengage,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat, giving me 80 feet of movement,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
YOLO!
book it off the map.
All right.
YOLO!
Give me I need your exact movement because obviously you're going to get an attack of opportunity from this boy.
it'd be like that, right? It'd be.
Okay, so you're gonna get 2. 1 from the commander.
Wait. Where's the other attack of opportunity?
The corner. This boy.
All right, that's 1 bullet dodged.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this one.
Why don't you go? Oh yeah. No matter what.
I mean,
Dude. All right, let's
Fucking
see.
kidding
Roll
me.
damage.
Rolling damage. It is 14
Oh, yeah.
bludgeoning.
I'm still up. I'm still up
Oh.
with 2 hit points.
All right, you're up. Let's take it. Get out of here.
Twin.
Fucking gone.
Except I'm gonna die now. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Also, for your context, I believe I now move 120 feet per round.
All
Ignore that,
right,
sorry.
you are outie. Which brings us to Atlas. You need to make a death saving throw.
yeah, sure. It's a D20. Is it a con check or is it just a straight D20?
It's a straight D20.
It's a straight D20.
Fuck!
And I'm dead.
You
Okay.
feel Atlas
Okay.
stop breathing in your arms.
Atlas? Atlas, wake up!
The shield bearer, 5, 10, 15. Gonna go for it. Not gonna hit. That one will hit.
I'm down. Yep.
5 bludgeoning.
Down.
You feel Atlas.
Wait. I want to say.
Feel
I
limp
want
in-
to say. I want to say I've lost consciousness, but I like to think that she's like muttering as she's like passing, and she's just like, Ashwin.
Yeah?
Make sure you tell Leaf that I did cheat in the drinking game. He was right. And she'll just pass.
All right.
Oh, man.
We'll fade to black on this one. The machines make their way into the city, slaughtering,
Humans 0, machines 1.
slaughtering whoever they can find. And Ashwin runs as far as he can with Atlas's body in tow, hearing the sounds of breaking shell behind him as he runs.
Just so we're clear, just adding to this story, because Expeditious Retreat is still up, I would have ran and got Granny as well, because I could just fucking ferry him.
Right.
Can we try it?
Okay. Well, so you go down on the second hit.
Yeah. Second hit.
The scout would come execute you. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies,
Oh, they
4
have
turns.
And they're wise enough to know that I'm not dead and just knocked out.
They are brutal mechanized killing machines.
Yeah.
That sucks. Then
I
I'm
would
dead.
have gotten their bodies out of there.
Yes, you'd be able to
And
get
I
the
would have
body
been
back.
able to do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you'd be able to get the body
I
back.
still have key points.
That's
I
true.
have
The robots are like,
Revivify.
damn.
But Granny's
monk."
the one with Revivify.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ashwin has no healing. He's my only character ever that's had no healing.
Well, I was like, I would use Revivify to get Atlas, but I can't. Like, if I could use, I could have used Silvery Barbs at 3rd level, but I was trying to save Revivify.
Aww,
So we both died either way.
it's okay. You went out with a bang.
Hey, I'm adding this to Ashwin's backstory.
Also, I love that picture for a turtle. That's my favorite turtle picture I've ever seen.
Think it's wonderful. It's a good one. There's a little tiny baby turtle in the back of my shoulder.
It's so good.
So good.
Oh man.
That
Now
was
I'm gonna tell Leaf that you're both dead.
that was brutal.
Yeah, we need at least a huge stack of hit points.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
damage.
don't think it's as fun when it's super like imbalanced. It's kind of sad.
Well, honestly, I
kinda
think
tilted.
I do think I think the enemies are a little overtuned. I do think if you had a fourth person, it would have been a lot more evenly matched.
We could have, yeah.
Because had
You
you come
coulda
in with a
failed
barbarian
them.
who could have reduced all of that again after a short rest. But
Yeah.
Wow.
it's clearly meant to be kind of scary.
Yeah. I think we could have done. I think we could have definitely done it if we had Leaf. But without it, we just didn't have enough like damage or anything.
So I'll let you guys in on the story of this. Well, actually, I'll open this.
No.
I'll open this up to the group. Do you ever think that any of you will ever want to do this one shot again and try and succeed? Because if so, I won't spoil it. If you guys think that we're putting this one to bed, then I'll tell you the storyline that was waiting in the drill for you.
I prefer no spoilers because I like doing things again.
Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't finished it, so it'd be kind of funny to try again with either different characters or whatever at some other point in time. But
Ashwin and Leaf go back with new people?
yeah, that'd be pretty
go.
funny.
Instead of Granny as a turtle, you're gonna have Grandpa.
Wait, can
God.
Ashwin go back and save the baby turtle?
Yeah, the one on my
Yes.
back.
Yeah, maybe the robots didn't notice.
Actually, you can do that. Probably, because you could do you're
Yeah,
running.
I'm moving
And
at the
then-
speed of sound right now.
Next time we play, you'll have raised the baby turtle a little bit.
Yeah, that is looking for vengeance on the
On-
robots of
Mm-hmm.
Monarch
Dude, a
Pass.
monk turtle? Let's fucking go.
A monk turtle.
Oh my god,
Raise
an
him and
old
teach him the ways.
Teenage
an old oh my god! Wait, you're literally doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle storyline.
Oh.
Ashwin's is
Shredder? Splinter.
Master
Master
Splinter. Oh my god. That's actually
this was
good.
Yeah, it's a cool one. I definitely think maybe it's just a little on the harsher
Alright.
side.
It's harder, but I definitely think with 4 players we could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
took
think-
out 6 robots last fight.
Yeah.
With the thing, and then we just like kill all the robots, and then we fight the boss by himself.
hmm
And it'd be hard and it'd be close, but like I definitely think it'd be doable.
I also, like, even with this fight, I still have key points because I just haven't had the chance to use them yet.
Yeah.
Well, and like,
I only run
I have nothing.
had you guys been able to get in and bar the door and just face down the boss, that also would have been.
Yeah, well,
But
Yeah, I don't know, because that
when
boss
my pin
attacks
lock is my fists.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
yes, this
Yeah.
is generally
Yeah.
not a very monk-friendly one shot. Pretty
I
much
don't know, he's done a
everything
lot of
is like
things.
construct based, and they all have
Super high con.
well, that not only super icon, but actually the Fellforged didn't have resistance to basic damages, but all of the basic dudes had resistances to non-magical.
Yeah, I imported
yeah, we prob-
Ashwin exactly from the campaign, except I gave him an extra level to bring him up to 5. And
Yeah.
he's broke and doesn't have any magical items.
Yeah.
I have a dagger that does -1. That's
Oh,
it.
there you go. Useful. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for playing. I'm sorry that we're ending a little early. It looks like.
Thank you for hosting.
I think
As
both
always.
Granny and Atlas are feel like they ended a little early as well.
No.
No, I mean,
Nah,
I was
Alice
right
is
at
in
the
a
end of
better
my
place
life.
now.
I just wish I could have saved Atlas before I died. It's the only thing.
Alice wish she could have sold her stuff before she died.
Honestly, I thought for sure when you started whispering to Ashwin at the end, I thought that your last words were going to be, "This is how much gold I have."
Yeah, no, I thought about it, but I thought it would be funnier if Ashwin just like was like sad and then left Atlas's stuff, and there was like thousands of gold worth of shit that he's just like, man, I'm
Living
still
on the
broke.
streets.
He's like, man, I'm still broke. I'm just gonna roam the streets. And, there's like thousands of gold worth of like possessions on Atlas.
That's hilarious. All right. Well, thank you guys for playing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta get some lunch.
Yes, food.
Agreed. It is food time.
Yeah, food. I really need some food.
All right.
All right.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Yes, bye.
All right.